only dropping it in recent memory to Astralis. Prior to that, we have to go back almost all the way to September to find a loss on train for NaVi. This is their turf, and they're here to prove it. Semi-finals of IEM Beijing, map 2. G2 1-0 up.
Questions to be answered here early about G2's CT side, but let's get underway with the pistol round because Simple, of course, he has that P250 utility again, Flamey and Electronic this time round, and oh, there'll be a bit early towards Ivy, a bit of pressure.
Nico versus Simple. Quite the duel to start off proceedings, and Nico wins it. Traded. Jax is the one that comes out on top. Damn, okay, so we just got to see a Jax Nico Simple Electronic 2v2.
Yeah, got a few stars in the server. Locking horns.
Now he can truly sit there the whole time. Mission accomplished. They are not coming Ivy side. And I say that with bated breath because they might actually want to fight him. Jax has gone down. The range on the Glock.
Huge shot from Flamey there. They needed that. That's leveled up now.
Obviously,
have to plug that gap as well.
Hindsight's 2020, but yeah, Jax has basically forced this into a now very winnable round.
Is Kenny going to reaggress?
I can't blame him for not expecting a Glock to hit that shot. Kenny has pushed back up for info. Wants to check Ivy and gets more than he bargained for. Takes the head off of Boomich. A very weird pace to this pistol.
I think NaVi really need to be looking for a plant right now. Drop those AKs across and make round number 2 very threatening. Hunter's been tagged on down. Yard space taken. Kenny's got a couple more on his plate here.
Yeah, he's been found though. Hunter's dunked. Oh. That is NaVi turning it around once more. Nexa asked to clutch. He has a smoke and a kit. I wonder if he could find a duel given to him by Perfecto. He is close. He can hear him on the stopper. Oh, Nexa needs to find the headshot, and he does, but Flamey's right there behind him. 18 HP, but the reload was forced. There was no more bullets to do anything left to Flamey. Damn, unlucky. Just seeing his perky cheeks underneath the train.
Very dicey there for a moment. You can
One more bullet would have done it.
Yeah, almost with both of those. It was a decent attempt. He had everything he needed for a retake like that. The bomb not planted, maybe working against him. The smoke on the bomb versus the Glock's always a way to unrattle and life a little bit more difficult. But away as we go. Round number 2, NaVi opting on in, and you have the force by 2 scouts. One for Hunter, one for Kenny. Some deagles as well. So this is going to be deadly right now. NaVi need to get a couple of openings and split this defense open.
Flamey's so loud about this, just stampeding into Jax. And it worked. Yeah, they came from both angles. Nico's under a lot of threat now. He's actually just holding his nerve, and he's been spotted out.
Been heard, surely.
What?
Hello?
Boomich actually goes down. I thought he would have been found out. Hunter's actually escaping with the scout. Simple has saved them. That's a lovely bailout. Can't quite finish the job. Does so with the Glock. Kenny was walking at a snail's pace. So that's a 4K for Simple as he makes it very clear he's in the server tonight.
Now, we have been talking about this CT setup, so it's one of the things that we need to focus on for G2. One of the things that we need to see how they have changed things up, or maybe it was Hunter just having a bad game. So I've brought up their CT setup here. Now, Hunter, the other day when we were watching, he was playing the pop dog position and he was having a very rough time of it. I think here one of the keys is Kenny stays in constant rotation between the sites. Traditionally, Hunter would be that man, and they're mixing things up. They've also put Jax to a position like Ivy. So let's see if that changes going forward. We'll get back into the game just against these pistols here, as Simple's going to kick things off where he did in the last. Nice early kills. Boomich down pop, making that Mac 10 sing, and it'll just be Nico alongside of Nexa. 2 on 5 very quickly. Still a minute 30 on the clock. I would like to see that setup change, Alex. You get Nico and Jax as the close players between Pop and Main.
Yeah.
Allow Kenny to be the back 6 AWPer dealing with Ivy, and Hunter be in flex wherever he wants. He wants to help Ivy. Yeah, he wants to help up close Main. Yeah, he wants to help inner. Saying. Allow him to be a bit more flexible, because I think Kenny transitioning in the yard, being there to help lock down Main within the early rushes when NaVi takes space is going to be very important here.
NaVi are taking absolutely no prisoners. This flank from Flamey will have time to manifest. And that's going to be not only SMG frags, nice $1,200 for him, but also it keeps the rest of his rifles healthy and safe. There we have it, clean headshot. And Flamey gets himself his extra $1,200, so $7 grand in the bank for him. Certainly softens the blow of Perfecto's investments a little earlier on. 6 frags for him. Simple's on 5. We see his 5th found on the main walkout. And Boomich just making lots of cash. Between the two of them, those Mac 10s have paid for themselves.
Yeah, and yesterday we were talking about bonus rounds. Well, we won't actually get to see one of those again because NaVi have only kept one of the MAC-10s. If they'd kept two, we could have got the conversation going, but we'll just focus on the gun round here. Next up, with the kit, AWP on Kenny.
Oh, Kenny's peeked him just as he was trying to tuck into Sandwich. G2 sees control of round 4. A bonus of sorts. Electronic trying to bring some pace to this round. Nico hanging out in limbo. There's still a smoke on Pop, so he can hold this very liberally.
Can he boost a bomb train right now? Oh, I think he was. Now he's in rotation back towards B.
Bomb's going Ivy, though, and it's a very uncomfortable duel for Jax. We saw it get overrun by the MAC-10 and a smoke flash combo. This time he's going to get a MAC-10 and an AWP on Simple. That's even the bomb. They're looking to wrap into the top site from Main, Pop, and Ivy. That's 3 different points of aggression. And if they take that contact at the right time, it will be very overwhelming. And you can see that's why these CT aggressions are coming in, but that's what Simple was waiting for. Jax has been hit across the bow with a warning shot from SS Simple.
They're not going to be able to re-peak that as well. So Perfecto holding on to Main this entire time. Rotation's been forced out from G2. Had to bolster towards Ivy. Look where Kenny is. He's in the back lines. 3 players who were looking towards Ivy all at that juncture, but it's back towards the B bomb site. 30 seconds remaining. Kenny might want to get a move on back towards B now. Feels like the threat has been dissuaded. They have a smoke.
Very set in their ways here. Nexa is truly going to have to go 1v4 until that rotate comes in from Hunter and Kenny. Kenny, come on, 19. Yeah, he's on his way.
Simple will be ready for this.
Nexa finding a new angle. Trying to stop the cross as best he can. Time is on their side. 12 seconds. Nexa does nothing. Boomich has overwhelmed him. The bomb will go down. Excuse me. Closing this gap won't be easy. There's no kits. This is going to have to be conservative play. Nico finding a frag. It makes it awkward, especially because Perfecto is so low.
Maybe has a molly for the bomb as well.
If he full commits to this, there is a kit there on the site. You can see it. It was on Nexa. That's why they're going for this. That's why he's tried to close the gap. And a 1 versus 1 Kenny against the molly has no chance.
What about it?
Yeah. It's the right decision. He wouldn't have been able to defuse even if he had picked up that kit. The molly arrives at the perfect time.
Flamey might even be able to get the AWP here at low ramp, Alex. So this could be a great round to finish off for NaVi. 4 on the trot. Will the AWP get blown his way? Can he get it? Well, there it is. So able to pick it up for Simple. So that's good news. They will have to battle against Kenny's AWP. It's going to be a light investment for G2. That's where you want Kenny at the start of those rounds. See if he can be punishing like that to players pushing out Olaf time and time again. That's one of the keys for an AWPer on top of the green train, getting them as they're coming out of Pop Dog. But wrong place, wrong time. Just that little bit of Ivy presence. That was a 4-on-5 for the majority of the round. You saw how quick that happened. Bit of frustration there. And we know this is going to be tough for G2. So any round that they have number advantages and they don't convert, that's where we really start to see the problems.
You don't see this all too often.
Yeah. Okay, Kenny. You're in the right place.
You made a very clear sound cue, and Amy's elevated position is found. Nice from Kenny, yes. Signature flick, main control, granted as the cousins partner up.
Kenny's out of there as well. A kill, and he's going to dip straight away. Smokes off low ramp, just a bit of a parting gift for Nexa. Here you go, mate. Have 20 seconds on me. Has this made NaVi think better of this? Because the electronic searching on his lonesome, he goes down. That's another gun fallen, and it'll just be a 3-on-5. Very winnable for G2.
You won't be ready for Kenny's hunt. This is so spicy. Go on, Kenny. Oh, he's not expecting close right. Oh, that's a big frag from electronic. Suddenly the only real threat of a weapon has been taken out.
He's open as well. Nexa just rotated.
Yeah, electronic's going backtracks. Nexa's got no chance. Oh, he's got to be worried about behind him and in front. And Simple's got a bloody AWP on upper. I think he may have even spotted him with the scope. Bomb's not crossed, and that's the frag they needed to get the bomb down. He'll throw it to Perfecto.
Fast flank, though.
It is. Nico would have to 1D him. Simple's adjusted nicely upon the warning shot. And Hunter's being pre-aimed. Strafes it out nicely. Trying to win the duel versus Simple as he lines up for the 1-tap. Nice stuff. Hunter expecting a second duel. Perfecto is going to give it to him as he looks away. Oh, a nice adjustment. Hunter's made it a 1v1.
Where the hell's Electronic gone?
Yeah, he was the Ivy boy. Finally pulling himself back towards the site, but Hunter's doesn't seem to be showing signs of going for this. He knows the 10-second defuse is no fun.
Up and done.
Yeah, that'll do for him. But 5 rounds for the T side of NaVi. That is just... T side of NaVi. That is just a very good start off the break.
Yeah, one more in this T half and NaVi would probably be happy, right? They're more than happy to operate with 6 T rounds, but any more to the good here. Electronic bailing them out with a couple of nice frags. Nico with a nice deagle shot there as well. But all in all, still the clean sheet for NaVi. Kenny will get a AWP going forward as well based off the fact that was saved. So that's great work. I mean, they can keep the pointiest gun in the hands of the big man himself. But away we go. 4 AK-47s up against the rifles. An AUG for Jax within these early stages. A 3-man B push. It's a different look, but it's a fast yard. This is a great call from NaVi.
It's not bad, is it? Could very well be punished by Nico if he gets the timing right. And here's Electronic retreating.
Cancelled.
Yeah. So that's information, and I think Nico actually wants to confirm it. If he goes through sandwich, he will be able to say that's a full cancel. Nothing to be concerned about out here, and he has. He's just walked through sandwich and said there's nobody home.
They didn't even use that much utility to deal with it. They're working with a truckload because they've had 3 towards B right now. It's bodies on the line, and Flamey, this is going to get rough.
Yeah, if he gets next to though, Kenny missing his shot. In the heat of the moment. Okay, Kenny does go down to 1-for-1. Nexa deals with it, and Boomich swinging into him. That's a crucial multi-frag, and it's the chance now for G2. They have the man advantage. Build upon it. Jax is flashed in. Simple cannot do anything. What is the counterplay to that? A perfect time flash. As they try to take space elsewhere. That was from Nico as well. He's still patrolling on that green train.
You two have to convert this now. A 2-on-4 situation. If Electronic and Perfecto pull this one off, some real trouble for G2 on this CT side. Nexus towards the B bomb site. He's the one on low HP, 46 to be exact. Has a molly and a HE to deal with this. So with 30 seconds left, that's very potent utility. NaVi's money is in question. They've lost a lot of bodies in these last few rounds. They will get the 1,400 loss bonus going forward and will be able to buy. So NaVi may as well give this one a crack, and they will. Perfecto and Electronic continuing forward, and now Hunter's rotated towards B. This will not be easy. Down the low round, they're in the site, and Perfecto, that's a huge shot. 9 seconds now.
Yeah, Nexa surely wants to deny, but instead he'll find Electronic, the bodyguard. And now just only Perfecto set up to clutch, and it was a chance, a huge chance. 2 of the 3 in very quick succession. Nico stabilizing just enough.
Where's
Looking for the AWP.
There's the AWP.
Well then, Perfecto on for what could have been a absolute heartbreaker for G2. This was a round they could not afford to lose, and a 2v4 becomes a 1v1, Chad.
That would have slapped right there. G2, the punishment I was saying, they could not drop a 2-on-4 situation, and they almost did. And look at all the hard work they did earlier. A couple of freebies, Nexa with 2, even gets the 3rd kill in the round.
He just does that. Molly
with
forward.
The molly as well, you know, look at this. One more bullet. Nico probably goes down. Great attempt from Perfecto there.
You can see when you can resonate with you when you start to believe you can win it.
Yeah.
Like your lips get firmer, your eyes just focus on the screen that little harder. You've already got the first 2. Whoa. Can't be too frustrated, can't be too dissuaded. It's 5-1 as Chad highlights. If they win one more round, they'll probably be pretty damn satisfied. Everything else a bonus. This T half is already looking very threatening.
Oh, looks like NaVi are gearing up for this B hit. Now, we've highlighted this before during IEM Beijing. It'll be smokes down the line. They're going to send 2 players along the low ramp to push and wrap towards the back of the bomb train, and Simple posted up with the AWP looking towards connector. But 3 players towards B again. G2 have done their homework. They know what to look out for, and if they stifle this B hit and make it a waste of NaVi's time, they might not go back to this look, and there's a chance for G2 to start funneling them into Nico and Yard. It's a very clear game plan. 2 players leaning Yard, just trying to hold them at bay with all their utility early. That's Hunter and Jax, and the other 3 locked towards B. Here it comes.
That's a perfect start. They've lost 1 man, held at bay. Another Nexa positioning for Flamey's trade. Nico's got him already. G2 have locked NaVi out. And Hunter's flank, he's about to put a knife between the shoulder.
Oh, no!
Well, Simple's made of stone, I guess.
I think that Hunter's lucky he didn't actually knife Simple there. That never tends to go down well.
Yeah, in fact, if anything, you may have avoided a cruel twist of karma there.
Oh.
Okay, Team Ace, G2 take it. I want to see that one again.
That's even more.
Simple.
He's like taunted him with the sound effect, the knife into the wall. Hello. Okay.
Well, you know, it's like a jump scare. You really get Simple heart beating.
Scared
Want to exploit the, yeah, here it comes.
Oh dear, all right. Well, things are getting interesting now. 2 on the drop for G2. Make it 3 and we might have ourselves a half. Hunter having a bit of a giggle. I would be 2. Point blank knife missing. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah, dude, my knife's broken. I have to take it into the shop for repairs.
Yeah, just gonna start talking about the hitboxes in a minute. Valve!
What is that about? 8 rounds in, we've already had a fair share of giggles and some Counter-Strike brilliance, but 2 in a row for G2 does mean that they are at least staying competitive. Could have definitely run away from them, but a successful retake, admittedly Perfecto nearly breaking their hearts in the round. The first on the board for G2. 2v4 comes down to a 1v1. So NaVi are still kings of this castle, but they have to swallow their pride here.
You see what's hilarious about this? See how much money Perfecto has, right? He had the most coming into this round, but because he's been told, listen, mate, we need you to drop the AWP for Simple next round, he can't invest in anything.
He doesn't get to treat himself.
Yeah, Electronic gets to get a Tech 9, Boomage even have a couple nades. Perfecto's probably like, but I could have a Deagle right now, you know, thinking he could try and find a frag or 2, but it's for the greater good.
Greater good. Have you seen Hot Fuzz?
I have, yeah. Many a year ago now.
That's a classic.
Oh, Jax doesn't want to get trapped in on the other side of that smoke. We'll dip on back. So space and pressure applied to Ivy. Pop is fortified right now. It's the cousins.
Hate this Tech 9 skin. Kind of creeps me out.
Which one? Oh, yeah, the face.
Ugh.
He's just looking back at you.
Yeah, just constant eye contact. It's too much.
Like the Mona Lisa. Always looking at you. Now you can't
Follows me around the room, dude. Like, there's so many pixels on my screen, but those are the ones I can't stop looking at. Neither can Jax and Nico. This is actually not a bad positionally from NaVi. A little bit of a damage inflicted, but nothing to get too excited about. It's cleaned up by Nico, getting a nice triple kill on the eco.
Anything more than the Glocks there, and they might have been on for a frag or 2. Pretty even pegging right now for G2. 4 of their players with 5 frags to their name, and Nico with 9. He grabbed 3 of them right here in this round. So, yeah, good stuff all across the board for G2 battling back into this one. But now I want to see what the approach with NaVi is. They didn't actually get off their full B execute in the round prior. I wouldn't be too surprised to see them lean back into that. They've also had a couple of looks where they're doing the fast yard smokes, the E-box, the 5-lane, all the smokes and flashes over the top just to bait out the aggression from G2. So here it is again. 5 and E-box will land. Flashes over the top. Nico's taken pop. And he's taken Simple. That's a huge scalp.
Yeah, that is a huge scalp. All of Perfecto's hard saved pennies now lie idle on the Pop Dog floor. Kenny's taking an aggressive line. He could be punished for this. He's actually dropped his smoke to retreat. And Electronic's not been able to punish him too much. There is a lot of flame on the floor, but a good circle strafe gets him out of dodge as soon as possible. Electronic caught by the flames eventually, actually. I'm not sure how that one transpired. Did he get tagged by Jax or something? He just walked through the flames. Totem drop. Nobody's home.
Oh, they didn't even do it properly either. So I think NaVi's chances in round number 9 might already be fallen flat. Boomage has picked up the AWP. And this is one of those rounds where you do see the classic NaVi save. They'll just, yeah, okay, well, our 2-star players are dead. Let's just hold on to the guns we have.
Yeah.
Give it another crack in the next. Their loss bonus starting to build now. 45 seconds left. It wouldn't be advisable for them to go and look in.
This couldn't be any dreamier for G2 fans. The fact that they've seen round 9 through, 2 opening frags against a fully bought up NaVi, do excuse me. And they've done it cleanly. That means they get to keep the AK. I say that as, of course, Nico is to be tested on his AK-47, but it is prime real estate for defense on train.
Can't believe they even had a look in there. I guess this is dissuading the chase. It's showing G2 that there's at least a little bit of a chance they might go down. Money really starting to build now. The win bonus of this will get stacked on top. Kenny's going to find himself with that 10K mark. The others hovering around 8 to 9. So really good amount of cash to be working with for G2 going forward here. And they do need to mount a respectable first half. Only 4 rounds posted against NIP. And that was throughout their run in the group stage here at IEM Beijing. And you can see those saved weapons. We will get that AWP back for Simple. He has 3K, so that was the 2,900 loss bonus. Electronic in with the Tech 9. Flamey's just got a deagle here. So they've been able to make this one work. And these are traditionally NaVi special rounds. If Simple can get them a kill or two, they're able to grind these through. But up against it, the bolstered firepower of G2 with Nico in the roster showing that he wants to lock down Pop, he wants to lock down main, and he can almost do it single-handedly. That's a great little nade.
Down the throat of Boomich. He's only one of the 3 save rifles, so might see that change hands if he catches more flak, maybe through the floorboard Nico is holding. He can boost Simple up over this, but that's exactly what Jax is holding.
Notice as soon as his smoke clears, he doesn't re-pick it without flashes. That's one of the keys for Jax in this Ivy position. He's always getting help from his teammates. Right. So if NaVi are able to keep team main busy and Popdog at the same time as they go for some Ivy aggression, then they might be able to find and exploit a gap.
Jax is refusing to give Simple Zorp Ivy any attention, right? Like he's wasting his time by being there because of Jax's decision making.
Yeah, you can see how slow this is. So NaVi are hoping that there's a re-peak for info at some point, but the 3 riflers have now turtled and tucked up towards Pop. 2 are locked on in.
This is with the significant improvement from the CT setups. And you can see that Incendiary could not have been better timed. They've really got a good read. Nico losing that duel, though, does get awkward. Hunter would have to find a double on the drop. Kenny finding one from the Ivy push. A second chance for Jax. He's holding the perfect off angle. Needs to deal with 2 different targets, and just as he's spotted, he does get caught by Simple Zorp. Hunter in the Pop position. Maybe he could deny the plant. Time is low. He's on the bomb train. They're closing the gap. Boomich might want to try and plant. This would be the perfect time for Hunter to swing in. He's actually taken down Flamey. They can't deny the plant. He does. 10 seconds. It's about survival now for Nexa. 8 if he could stop the bomb and survive. It's not easy. Simple's defended it perfectly. NaVi down to the last few seconds. Signature Natus Vincere Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and you're looking for those kind of rounds to pull them out of a hole, and they've got a big one here. They need a few more on the trot to break G2 within this first half. And this duel from Perfecto, that is everything, because you can see now Simple's able to take Ivy space, gets the kill onto Jax. That's what we're talking about. They need to make sure they're activated at all 3 of these prongs when hitting the yard, because at the moment, G2, yeah, you're right, their CT hold looks better, but they're actually having to function as a 3-man unit. It's not 1 hold Pop, 1 hold main, 1 hold Ivy. It's, where are you guys? Are you pushing in? Can you flash for me? Can I assist you? They always need to be helping each other. And as soon as one of those links dies, falls down, that whole CT defense falls apart as well. Again, Nico close towards main. It's a 4-man lean towards yard in the early stages, and now Kenny's getting a move on back towards the B site. Very close. Hunter maybe looking for a nutmeg in the smoke, and on the other side will be Perfecto. Found them at entry last time round. This time it's both the cousins. Peering in, takes out Nico again, and almost onto Hunter. So much damage done, down to 19. Good nade, a little bit shy. Hunter will have to back off, cannot hang around for too long here as those speculative shots through the wall. Now sound that Simple is close, and Electronic with all the room gets Kenny, wasn't awares. Good damage done, now more attention drawn towards Ivy.
Yeah, Electronic's done a fantastic job of drawing this, and the molly does completely deter the info push. There might be a flash after that.
He would be the right play. Next is playing retake right now.
Yeah, but they are starting to have the same conversation as you, Chad. Look, 4 of them. Make it 3, flooding back in towards the Z rotation.
Gamble stack. I like it. Oh, and they've sold it. They've drawn all the rotations. This is masterful from NaVi. They won't know that the site's clear.
You can just walk through Pop. Hunter's thinking about it. Electronics still walking out Ivy, and they've got all this space. What a round from NaVi with 25 seconds left. They've outbrained their opponent to the point where the site is wide open. Simple can peek for the info if he desires. Hunter spotted him.
They just have to save. I know they're having a look in right now, but they hope that Hunter finds one. Kenny maybe gets another one off the back of that, but on low HP, their money's still good for a buy in the next, but they want to make sure that this CT half can stay dangerous.
Yeah, and I mean, the threat of the retake, just after seeing how many positions, their flight paths out of Pop, they just took so much space so quickly, just under the assumption that there wasn't going to be CT presence there. Very cool.
They still need to do better than this, though, G2. We need to see them get... Considering their T-half, we didn't even see it the other day against the Ninjas. There was nothing.
Got 4 rounds of it, yeah.
Precisely. So I think to give themselves a bit more to work with if it's just the pistol loss, and then they're able to get the gun rounds going in rounds 3 and 4. 5 or 6, and that's a bare minimum right here for G2. The really cool thing is if G2 are able to have a couple of good executes, get out some space and put their riflers in key positions like on top of main train, behind E-box, those duels become very possible for Hunter and Nico to take with the AKs. But right now, 7-4 NaVi looking to run away with a couple more here. They win this one. Money really in question for G2. The loss bonus is building. Have some residual cash, but we need to see some bite out of them, and they will have to start going for retakes as this half tapers on. Round number 12. And now it appears they're going back for that B set piece. Electronic towards Ivy, just to keep them busy. And this nade is great. They've thrown that in a bunch of rounds, and it's finding damage time and time again. This time onto Perfecto, down to half HP. Kenny's rotating back now. He's going to get there. Should make it in time. He's not actually rotating. He's just setting up the teammates. So they're really worried about main and pop control right now, and this is going to put a lot of pressure on Nexa.
Yeah, again.
Might have to call cancel on this. One of the keys here is Simple posting up with the AWP and watching over towards Hump. He won't be able to do that with the smoke. They're going out high ramp. They've changed this up.
Who can hold it? Kenny can. Flashes to deter him, but his vision's restored. Next has already found one. Flamey does find the necessary trade. A miss from Kenny as well. Simple posted up as you describe. Focusing on that bomb plan as well. This is great T-side play. Oh, Kenny nearly met his demise. Boomich holding the line. He peeks into it successfully. Simple did get tagged as he hunted down Nico, but doesn't look too favorable for the retake here. They're so set up for success. Kenny's just holding their own push. I think he'll just have to play conservative. This will be 8 for NaVi's T-side, and it is looking as threatening as we expected.
And right now, these saves are integral, so maybe the hunt might be sent out. Send the dogs, let them off the leash, see if Electronic can find a kill or two, because taking away this AWP, taking away the M4 of Jax, G2's buy will be much weaker going into the next round of play. Looks like Electronic doesn't want anything to do with it. Simple's low on HP as well. Don't want to give away another AWP. Could see the double come out at some point. With Amanek not in the server, I think the double AWPing duties would actually fall to Nico, but we saw Jax on Mirage the other day, actually doing the secondary AWPing over towards B. That's not something that I think I've ever said before. But coming into this, G2 knew this was going to be a tall task. They knew this was going to be difficult. This isn't one of their maps that's high up within the map pool by any means. They'll have another crack at it. They'll get the guns back out. They need to find some impact here. So what kind of a play does Nexa have installed? They've done this 3-man inner lean before. That's worked. Done some Ivy aggression, some Ivy pressure. The flashes are good. They're out main. It's a pace change, and Perfecto silences Nico again.
Yeah, that's a big frag, taking a hard hitter out of the G2 playbook, and Jax is actually just through the flashes and smoke and so much pressure. He's found a frag. Now Electronic's hunting him. Smoke will fade. Who does it favor? Kenny's holding a very elevated position. Flamey's already found one, but the trades keep coming. Electronic did lose that duel to Jax on green. Simple puts his name in the feed for the first time, and jumping across has perhaps confirmed Kenny's position. He wants to peek into him.
Whoa, out
touch the ground, plucked out. Nice shot, Simple doubles up. This feels like a 9th. Only Hunter. And what are you supposed to do? Despite Jax's heroics and chipping away at them, it was NaVi who just took the site by force. A is theirs. It's funny how often Simple is given the bomb, but often won't be planting the bomb.
Yeah, just take it out there for us.
Deliver us. You know, you're not going to die with it. That's nice. And then throw it at me.
When we need to.
Yeah, when we feel like we might have to.
It's probably the right play. Don't allow some of these guys like Boomich to have the bomb in too many occasions. He'll end up in CT spawn with it, I'm sure.
I'm sure it probably took a couple of days practice. Like, okay, bombs on the safe one. Bombs on the guy that's often alive.
I have a bit of a stat line for you right here. So Perfecto in the last 4 rounds of play has been involved in every single opening duel. Out of those 4 opening duels, he has converted 3, and 3 of them have been on Nico.
So Perfecto's kept it up.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about the other day when he had his performance against the likes of Astralis. It was some of the best Counter-Strike I've seen Perfecto play against a top 20 team. I think it is the best Counter-Strike Perfecto's played against a top 20 team since being in NaVi. And with that level of performance against an Astralis in 2-16-9 back-to-back victories to put them in this semi-final right here, that's going to do wonders for the kid's confidence.
Smells like nuke. Plenty more rounds, though, and of course, G2 will be showing us what they are capable of on their T-side shortly. But should this be 11, it could be a brief stint on the attack. 2 smokes early, feeling like the similar early yard presence that just overwhelmed them and put the 9th on the board for NaVi. They do slip Perfecto out for info. But it's a widespread. NaVi have just got such a great kind of, what's the best way to describe it? Mantra for train. That all 5 players understand the purpose of their defaults, of their positioning, what they're looking to, the nuances of it.
This kind of fits their slow play style as well. The fact that they're more than happy just to wait out all that early utility, and then they can strike. There's chance for Electronic to have his classic smoke gimmicks and timings. And the fact that they have a duo like Electronic and Simple who work Ivy together, I would hate to be an Ivy holder up against this. Just knowing that those two are the ones on the other side. If you repick into the AWP, it's going to be Simple. If you see a smoke, Electronic's probably playing around it like a little rascal. Next to taking some space, here's the steps and hits some shots, but has to back off. Oh, he's coming forward again. He wants this.
And he's actually got it. Flamey, very, very aggressive. Jax's incendiary might slow them down. Simple Electronic are kept at bay at Ivy for now. Nico previously has been overwhelmed because they hit with so much pressure from so many different angles at once, and this is it again. Nico does find a safe haven. Perfecto can't trade because the flashes are good. This is better. G2 finding frags all over the shop, and it's clean as you like. A team ace.
Again, that's beautiful stuff. We've had 2 of those rounds so far.
Found an answer, G2. Yeah. That answer was Nico just... You saw how previously he stuck around red and just got eventually getting pressured by the people off Boloff and Sandwich and the people from Ivy. But finding an early frag and then just having all the bodies in all the right places. Everyone contributes. Great stuff. Okay, 9-6 is the goal. 6 minimum was set by Chad if he wants to see a competitive second half and actually get to see that G2T develop.
It's not the pace change, it's just the standard smokes towards yard again. 5, E-box, it's all looking very similar. G2 not sure what to expect. They have to expend some utility early, and Kenny has to go looking as well. Scoped on in, sees nothing towards main right now. Perfecto and more of a passive hold. Nico tucked in towards Pop. He's going to be instrumental right now. Boomich and Flamey above him. Setting up some Molotovs here. And Kenny's in a great spot for a late hit onto the yard. Nico almost mollied out of position. Will smoke and go. Not only does that smoke save his life,
makes that totem drop kind of pointless.
Yeah, but Boomich is snuck on in here. I'm not sure Nico will be expecting this space and pace because of his molly. But here's Boomich.
Yeah, they can swing. Main, Pop Dog, all threats. Nico found, trying to pull the trigger onto Perfecto. It's damage, but it's not a frag. The lethality's all NaVi. Kenny changes things.
X is flanking.
Yeah, from Pop as well. This could be the perfect flank. Flamey's just not ready for it. He could find Simple as well. It's a hard adjustment, and what a quick reaction. Simple, only 15 HP. He's more than capable, but Hunter's going to deny it. So we have a 9-6 half. G2, they handle it. They get the minimum. Let's see how their T side goes on NaVi's map pick.
Of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are 2 hearts that beat in time, and the tide was looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside. Up all night, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Sunrise. left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Stay up all night, and I take it all.
Our first semi-final has definitely delivered. The individuals of NaVi reminding us exactly why train is their turf. Simple's picked himself up a casual 15. Perfecto building and on what was already a strong performance in the quarterfinals. He's once again showed up. In the absence of Electronic, Perfecto steps up to the plate. Some of his frags translating directly into the 9 rounds NaVi currently hold. Machine, I've got Chad Sponge Birchall, the award-winning analyst slash charmer. Birchall, the award-winning analyst slash charmer.
Oh, stop it, would ya?
Oh, I can't. And it's a full 4 Kev, a single smoke grenade thrown out by both the T and the CTs have 1-2. It's fast, it's straight towards them, and the totem drop. Electronic's got a bloody 5-7.
What's a brawl everywhere?
Yeah, so poor old observer Rushley's trying desperately to catch all the action. It's happening all over the map. You can see flashes out top. Jag swinging in. They've got a lot of space on yard here. Perfecto from Z. Electronic, that 5-7 is just not the weapon for the job. It sounds great, though. An armored 5-7. You'd think, you'd expect it to work. He's lost it. Jax has taken it from him.
Bomb's going B.
Jax has even caught another. He's taken the heads anywhere he goes. This is huge from G2.
They really need this pistol as well.
Yeah, and to do so convincingly is going to do wonders for these next couple of rounds.
They've duped them. They're in the wrong place, the wrong time. The bomb goes down. They still have to deal with Jax. They have to push past him and even Hunter. Good luck.
Oh, no. And then if you do start to address the B site, they're already backtracks.
They're now sandwiched in connector. Look at this. All around them. They are locked in Z.
Jax, by the way, is still taking those duels on his own. Boomich does get one. Is he ready for the trade? Nico should and does stabilize his aim and pops off the head. Perfecto next on his list. 3 names on Nico's naughty list, 14 frags and a successful pistol that was deemed crucial to the conversion of this one. It's not been a slouch from G2, but we do have very low expectations for this T side, Chad.
Yeah, we just haven't seen it.
Exactly.
I guess at the same time, NaVi haven't seen it.
Touche.
So if Electronic...
Oh, Auntie Donna have ruined me.
Well, with that show, guys, if you do watch it, make sure you sign yourself up for being silly. All right, that's one thing I need to give you the caveat. If you go in there expecting some highbrow comedy, you're in the wrong place.
With your morning brown and watch some Auntie Donna. Simple is going for the audacious peek onto the pallet. You can even see it to pop from a very narrow angle. You can actually watch
the boost again, guys.
The ladder climb. Taking his chances. Might even find a frag. Flamey's tagged up. G2 are taking their sweet time, and I don't blame them. If Nico was to get deked by Boomich, he would be furious. He's not one to get caught out, though. Holds the line. Just making sure no early CT aggression has taken place.
Oh, they're all retooling for Ivy here, so it's going to be potentially 3 to 5 players coming through.
5e?
Or 5e, yeah, that's a nice one. Get a 5er out there. They're lining up some smokes. Maybe Jax and Nico will just go through main, but they have to get past Boomich. Now that smoke's landed, it's going to buy them until roughly 40, so maybe they will have to all go through Ivy. Cancelling it off. Now the discussion begins. G2. Pants in the pants here.
Okay, smokes Ivy.
Perfecto has a smoke.
Up on them. Nico is going to be setting up some util as well. He'll throw it with Jax. Z will be smoked. Here they come. Hunter with a Mac-10 should be the first to speak in. Simple's found out. Flamey's deagle. If he had one more bullet, it could have been the double. Oh, Umich nearly wins his duel. He actually does take Jax down, but Nico has to find another now. He's being tested by Electronic and they win it. Surely not. This is a disaster for G2.
3 HP.
An absolute disaster. A 3 HP clutch is asked of Hunter. And Simple Scout going for jump peaks. One bullet. Perfecto hiding. Hunter dueling. He doesn't have the time. This is a absolute catastrophe for G2.
And that's all that one smoke that was dropped towards main slowed them down and completely stifled that approach. And that's all it came down to. They couldn't set up their pincer from multiple angles. It was all focus drawn towards Ivy. Boomich so up close and personal towards main, meaning they don't need to turn their attention until he dies. And this is just Flamey doing great stuff. The damage, oh, the no-scope from Simple as well. A really big round to steal back. And yeah, look at that. Frustration as G2 now down 10-7. NaVi will buy up. They get that AK. They carry it through. Flamey onto a scout. MP9s, M4s looking good against the force buy of G2 with that saved AK on Hunter. They need him to crack open some skulls here. Out main, cops some nade damage, forced forward, and there it is. Flamey on the scout, just tags him up.
Oh, it's so insane how quickly hope can dissipate. A hopeful seed was planted with a convincing pistol.
There you go,
G2, and now, yeah, shaken in the force buy, losing an early frag to Flamey. The double up and pop makes it practically impossible for Nico to break that nut.
Playing retake B as well, so even if they do get into the site and get the plant, I don't think NaVi are going to be too worried. They're actually set up for exactly that. G2 are hoping they can get pressure on Ivy and then flank through spawn and make this an interesting round. But the problem is it's going to be flanks on flanks. If they do get through to CT, you're going to have players coming up Pop Dog to lock in the B members. So this will not be easy for G2.
Simple's even rotated in just at the perfect time. Two are on inner as they both head up upper. Simple staring at him. Kenny working Ivy. It's already been found by Flamey. The rest will be trying to hit upper and Simple's only there to deny the plan. Hello.
Goodbye.
He goes for the knife kill. He's actually lost his life for it. Simple. That was cocky. It's enabled a plant from Nexer. He's cancelled it in pursuit of a frag. Fair play. Hunter went for the knife already.
Yeah, well, 2 foul knife attempts in this game, so nobody being able to land that stab to the back and make it look spicy. G2 will have to take another partial investment here in Flamey. Both openings, Scout, simple as you like to the body. And, well, I don't want to say it was worth a shot, but why not? You know, he's going to have a bit of a smirk on his face there. Simple knows what he's up to.
2 failed knives in a semi-final. And a successful one. Kenny's even stabbed someone, I think it was Flamey, on Dust 2. That's the reason G2 are 1-0 up in this series. If you haven't quite caught all the action, don't fear. I fear you might get, or I imagine you might be seeing a full third here. Deep smoke is going to slow them down unless they fancy the chances just grey screening into a automatic rifle.
Oh, Simple might get a couple here. Perfect spot on the oil train, and as they fall off of high ramp as well. So this is great. Really strong setup right now from NaVi towards B. Even the nade peppering down Hunter, and away they go.
Oh, nice. Perfect distraction. It means the Simple will be a little separated. Maybe Kenny gets that bomb across. Nico does hit a deagle shot. One more on the Glock from Nexer. He gives it a good go. Nico's deagle does connect into a second target. Forces the rebuy on 2 CTs, but it's an AK and an M4 recovered. Nice juggling from Simple as he's on 18. Yep, impact player for sure. Just making sure that bomb plant doesn't go down. They deny it, and G2's lead, or rather comeback required, is getting even larger. NaVi looking very convincing here, and the AUG, I love an AUG on train. Perfect job for Electronic to be whipping out the scope rifle.
I love how Flamey's just still rocking the scout. He's like, yeah, I got a couple kills so far. I'm just going to keep this bad boy. I could upgrade into a rifle, but nah.
And Perfecto's got so much faith instilled in him. He's regularly solo winner to start off these rounds. G2 have not proven that the fast inner play is a threat. It enables NaVi to go for setups like this.
So this Ivy default has done a good job of baiting out some early utility, but it looks like NaVi wants some space. And Electronic taking down Nico, falling again. Another opening death for Nico. He's had a bunch this game.
He wasn't expecting such a wide swing.
And Electronic, who didn't have the greatest of first halves, has now doubled his score. See, 35 ADR. That's not an electronic scoreline. And if we do make it to Nuke, which is looking very, very likely, he is part of that outside duo with Simple on their CT defense. He needs to come alive on map number 3. Let's see if we get there first. 4 on 5. NaVi have a great number advantage. They've also got main again. There's a molly. Boomich has a smoke. So they're going to be held back from main until roughly 25, 30 seconds at best. Hunter wants the room. Needs to be forceful about it.
Yeah, Electronic just gets to hold everything. He pushes main, he holds the Hy-Vee push, the Org enables that shot to be clean as hell, taken out, and basically putting G2 into this awkward T-spawn save, yeah.
What are they meant to do? There's no flashes to get back into main. They're only operating with 2 smokes. They have no map territory. They don't even have main. Like, main is, the T's get to main first. They don't even have control of that. They've been pushed back from NaVi, who have a clear indication on these eco rounds, on these gun rounds. They just want to take that main control. And if you want to punish it early with a fast yard play, well, then you're running into the likes of Electronic and Simple. You've got Flamey in the backlines, Boomich in the mix. You want to go towards B, where you need to slow down Perfecto. You have to hope Simple hasn't doubled up towards that site. I bet you if Simple gets a good spawn for high ramp, we'll see him go aggressive.
Boomich is so deterred by the potential of losing his M4. He doesn't go for the AK retrieval. Playing a game of percentages, can't blame him. And you can see the punishing outcome of the save for the 3. Oof. Nico's gone all in, and so will Hunter. It will be util and pistols around the 3 rifles. This is it, all or nothing. Sink or swim, fight or flight. G2 have to find a round here. Otherwise, NaVi's train conversion is just a formality. Jack's getting across on the main push. Simple, different posture this time. He's actually looking to stop anyone looking for early yard. Oh no.
There it is.
Catches Nexa on the first peak. Brilliant start from Simple, and trading back is Jax. Re-smoking, basically denying. You can see that little change up from NaVi was enough to completely catch G2 trying to punish that solo Perfecto B player. And he is back to his solo antics thanks to the first blood of Simple.
How far is Simple going to go? He's got 19 kills, 111 ADR, having a good game of it. But now that they have the 4-on-4, things can stall out. G2, there's no real gaps, and they're operating at a weapon disadvantage. The utility needs to be used. Picture perfect right now, as Ivy vision will be obscured. That Molotov not going to do a lot. Actually tucking Electronic up behind that.
If they go for the inner hit here, it's perfect, and this is all the util.
Perfecto's going to hear these pins get pulled, so they have to be quite careful on the timing of this. He might even live forward. 45 seconds left. He's the only one who can go for real info. Smokes are heard. That call's going to come through. Rotation's coming now. But it looks like it's a fake.
Feels like a fake. And yeah, 2 main. Simple peeks in and catches Jax. He can dip away. They're trying to bring the bomb pop, and Simple is just having a field day. 3 kills already. 2 very different ends of the map. Electronic has got such a perfect weapon for the job, especially against only a Deagle. What are you supposed to do? Does recover an AK-47, but 14 is all NaVi's. Even pushing up behind him, Perfecto just confirming he hasn't escaped up the ladder.
Nico's giving this a crack.
Yeah. How is he supposed to get the bomb down?
He's not. That's the answer right there. And he's lucky he went down, because he wouldn't have got the max loss bonus of 3,400 coming into his bank balance. But that's too little too late. 14 now for NaVi. Only 2 more to close this one out. And Simple in the right place at the right time, of course. Locking down main, making sure that fake could not get any legs whatsoever. And G2 are taking some timeouts. The first here on train. That is surprising, all things considered. This is a map where we knew that they would have a tough time, one where we had in question their CT half. We knew it wasn't going to be the easiest of T halves either. Got absolutely obliterated on this just the other day. And it's comfortable for NaVi, a map that they have been looking good on in recent times. Taking your own map picks, get your confidence going into the last map. It just becomes a best of 1 at this point. And Nuke, well, we got the knife round for sides. It could be anybody's game.
Yeah, that knife round will hold weight. And the winner of this semi-final will be our first locked in for the grand finals. And that grand final, not only will it be a best of 5, it will be for a ticket to the final global challenge, final event of the year for Counter-Strike. Best 8 teams in the world clashing. And a direct invite for the winner of IEM Beijing, Europe.
Seems threatening with all the bangs and nades and mollies burning away here, but G2 just with the pistols, the Kevlar are held at bay, and now they need to look for some heads.
Nice, that's
one.
a head.
There's
That's
2.
Maybe Jax is done. Seems he is. Flamey's even scattered shots are doing damage. Getting a bit sketchy for him. Hunter's overwhelmed him now. Only 2. They are low. But they've made a round out of this. Hunter's been found by Perfecto. And a quick adjustment. That's one way to save the day. Even bringing Simple Zorp in so he gets brownie points for the squad. 15. NaVi. 1 round away from taking us to nuke.
That was close. Very close.
Chad, we've seen G2 find 1 more T round than they did against NIP.
That's true.
It was the pistol.
So it's a step in the right direction.
But it has definitely got to be a very exposed, very public gap in G2's map pool at the moment.
Yeah, they having a tough time here. I know that they were experimenting with overpass a little bit coming out of the player break, but that's with Amanek and Jax within the roster. Maybe they'll try to move into that now that they have Nico, someone who is very experienced on a map like overpass, but that's for the future of G2. The G2 right here, right now, they do not have that experience. And looks like they're just going for a B hit. That's been called. Flamey's rotated over. Perfecto's here. Up close towards Pop Dog will be Boomich. He's going to hear this. He's going to go on a fast flank. It's Boomich. He loves a good play like that.
Yeah, he likes to take the percentage Counter-Strike, throw it out the window and flip that coin even if the odds aren't in his favor. The timing on the incendiary, they're going to disrespect it. Through the flames, look how the price Nexer has paid just for some control, some space. Boomich does go down. G2 have managed to level it up. That's 2 rounds in a row. Jax has filled the feed with the double.
Falling back as well. Bomb's going yard.
Trying to give him the NaVi treatment. And it's working this time.
Simple's fallen back. He's going to be wrong place. Or right place, wrong time.
Spots Hunter can't get the frag on the cross. Now the bomb can go down. G2 have lost Jax. Simple and Electronic versus Hunter and Nico. And Simple's found another already. The 2 of them chipping away. They want to finish this right here, right now. Hunter thrust into a clutch situation for survival.
Smoke for the bomb on Simple.
Kits 2. And Electronic's been caught hunting. The elevated position enabled him to do so. Now time's on Hunter's side. He peeks into Simple and he pulls an 8th round out of the hat. Triple kill from him. And what a 2v2. On match point, no less. At least map point here on Train. This is the 2nd frag from Jax. You can see how important it was. Great clutch. Realized he had to take a fight. Could not wait for that defuse to start.
Oh, they're going to need to get a bunch more of those, G2.
Yeah, Jax, can you just kind of get us a double entry frag again?
Every round? That'd be nice.
Do that again, Jax. I know you've done it with Deagles. You've done it with rifles.
Well, here he goes. He's first out.
For 1, lads.
Jax.
Not filling me with confidence. He's lost Nico as well, but he did find an open up to Boomich. Hunter's done well, but traded. Got it. He's back and forth. To and fro.
You two get a mid-round now, so that's positive. This has forced the rotations of NaVi. They're out of sorts. They don't know what territory they've lost, and while they quickly try and scavenge that back, the information is being looked for. Choke points are being smoked off. G2 are already making their way with all 3 members through the box holes. Kenny has the AWP. They have utility for a B hit. Oh, and guess who's coming? Of course. Here he comes.
Sense. It is going to be solo Simple, though. Does he peek into the lower ramp? So he's checking that and then floating towards upper. He is actively floating between the 2 avenues of the assault here on B. And he's not hit the first shot. A rare miss for G2 to exploit. And Jax has found them the entry frag. That's a crucial one. Now the deep smokes can arrive and G2 can be set up for 2 rounds in a row here. This is a RV save likely. Yeah, the AWP's loose. Okay.
And now we're talking. One away from the double digits.
Some evidence here. G2 can win T rounds with rifles.
If they converted it off the pistol, woof, we might even have a real game on our hands here. But any positive lights we see going forward is going to be doing wonders for their confidence. They know they're up against it. This is great. They're having to act as a unit here, believing in one another to be getting back to this juncture. They're getting more confidence in Jax, sending him in first, getting them some very important kills. It's not just down to the clutch cousins, both of which are dead, and around that Kenny, Nexer, and Jax all had to find some contributions, at least with their bodies. 15-9. Money not good for NaVi. Will not be able to justify a buy unless we're happy to operate with Famises and maybe a UMP over towards that B bomb site for Perfecto. He'd be one of the guys likely to give up his rifle for an Electronic or a Simple. And no, that won't, wait, no, well, they definitely did give up the rifle. Perfecto gave the rifle to Simple.
He's not USPing, is he?
He is, with head armor, diffuse kit, and a molly. So Perfecto, one of the most selfless players we have right now. Put him in the camp with Sanji.
Camp Sanji. And the spray from Simple's M4 has given him the open door. Shut down by Nico. Only Boomich then to stop a 10th. Double digits, Loom. Boomich sends Nico down. It is all onto this unarmored M4A1. Looks like G2 have done it, so that's 10.
Okay.
I mean, that's 3 T rounds, make it 4 now posting on the board. The CT economy starting to get shaken a little bit.
I can make it juicier if you want. If NaVi opt in here, they're going to have 3 of their players operating with very little utility or with Famis's instead of M4s. It's very unlikely Simple gets an AWP. And if G2 win this one, it's only going to be the 2,900 loss bonus in the next round for NaVi, which means another partial investment. So that could be 15 to 12 if G2 can convert right here. Back towards B. It looks like they want to do a similar play as before, and Simple's here again. The flash is good. He's, well, I was going to say, in a bit of trouble. They didn't push the issue. It still will be the B finish. 2 riflers already locked on the site. Simple doesn't have any utility. He's just going to be swinging high ramp for a fight. Perfecto will have to draw the eyes. This nade could be good. It's well timed. Look at this. Oh, he didn't quite get it through the window.
Yeah, just shy of being a nuke. Simple. Chance to destabilize. Jax actually confirms that there's a push, and he's taking that frag. Here we go. Jax has given him a chance. And Hunter's built upon it. Another frag. Now a 4 versus 3. Deep control from Nexa. He can really lock him down here. Oh, Molly's awkward. Does need to go back through the guys of the smoke. They'll set up, reconvene. Boomich coming from upper. Electronic on Z. Jax is in a prime position here, as is Nexa. Oh, that's the end of that. Kenny pulling the trigger onto Boomich, and Hunter's confirmed the round is theirs. Jax's frag onto Simple, builds into the B site. 11 then. G2 have, as you highlighted, Chad, managed to keep NaVi honest by weathering that storm. They might actually have a slightly easier round ahead of them. Finally, they've seen the tide change.
And at this point, right, if NaVi limp in with this half investment, some pistols, maybe some Kevlar and light utility, you can even see Boomich going onto a Zeus right there. You look at it next round, which is going to be round number 28, will be a full gun round. But then, if they don't save guns and they get the max loss bonus again, it's going to be 15-13.
NaVi have been on map point for the last 4.
Put it this way, they get 2 more gun rounds. NaVi have 2 more real cracks at closing this.
And they've already let 5 chances slip by. I say 5, that's assuming this Zeus doesn't fly up the ladder and take a fully bought up Kenny S out of the mix. Please, man, please, man. Oh, okay.
Cheeky Boomich, always.
He's such a
Oh, look, he still wants it as well.
He is.
There's always a player like that.
There's personality in Boomich's decision making. I think that's the best way to describe it.
He's sassy, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, in the same way that Simple just held W through Ivy there, that I can see his attitude in his gameplay too.
Yeah, true. I'll go finish this myself.
Yeah, all right, I'm going Ivy. F all y'all.
All right, well, this one's coming into its logical conclusion as Hunter peels away a couple of frags. Electronic falls. Boomich, here we go. You know he's low.
This is an AK-47, Chad. I've been to the future. I've seen it.
Give me it. Well, you're right.
It's a weapon. I wasn't saying anything specific about it. Ooh, that's a shot and a half. Go on, Perfecto.
Just another.
Yeah, take down Kenny S. We might actually. He actually might.
Ignore it. Oh. Yeah, Kenny's calling his bluff. Perfecto's thinking no one's pushing this smoke. Okay, here we go. So this is one of the real last chances for NaVi in this.
So they got 2, right? This is one of them.
Yeah, so it'll be a buy here. If they don't save, it'll be another partial, and then the last round of play will be another full buy. So then in these rounds, it will be very important that they get all their goodies up and they don't take any risks, because they'll be able to get the orb, they're able to get the full utility, the orgs, the diffuse kits, everything they want.
I don't think I'm ready to tell the story of NaVi throwing a 15-6 or 7 lead.
Me either. I think it's over here. I'm going to call goodnight. Early. It's a premonition. You said you've been to the future. Blaze just been on the mic and said, listen, boys, this has gone on long enough.
No, seriously, I did. I went to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they live underwater. And your great-granddaughter, she's pretty fine.
Damn. All right. Don't know how I feel about that.
She's Seems pretty fine. Getting out of main. Controlling the CT aggression, that's enough. G2 happy. Smoke deep, though, from Electronics, so he's basically announced that he will be taking main and taking it by force. The smoke is so deep, though, that it has a lot of unanswered questions, and G2 gathering resources towards Simple and Perfecto's B.
They might even swing Flamey over as well. He can play in rotation from that bomb train position. He's mollied Ivy, he's leaving that. Oh, he's actually retooling. So they don't quite understand what's going on here, NaVi. Not much information on the map, and it will be bit of a car crash towards B. 5 over towards the box holes. Simple and Perfecto to receive. Here we go.
Yeehaw! Jax baits the shot with a nice little side strafe upon the descent. Perfecto, will they find him? Trying to rustle their jimmies a little. Looking good on the swing, but they've been found by Nico.
Oh,
Collateral
double.
from Simple. 1 bullet, 2 kills, and it's the cousins. 4 now versus 3. NaVi want to finish this. Simple's collateral's taken a big step in the right direction. Where did his health just go? I think Kenny legged him. Clips the wings and finishes it off. Big conversion. Hunted now. Can't hit the shot. He's gone down to Flamey. Jax looking to clutch up to keep G2 in it, to win it. Flamey low. Electronics working on the flank, and he doesn't have the time for this. Flamey confirms it, Chad. You've been to the future, and so have I. Nuke is where we separate them. This semi-final deserves 3. Simple happy. And so am I. NaVi G2, a full 3 mapper. We'll be back to break it down.
Face myself in the mirror, not so long ago.